Hello, what's flipping pancakes? I've got a rant today because I just do. Basically, I have this thing which I've had for a very long time, and it comes to visit every now and again. No, it's not my grandma. It's this thing right here. It's a cold sore, and I cannot tell you what hell it is having a cold sore. You have to have a cold sore to know the pain of having a cold sore, basically. It's one of those things. So, for you people thinking, what is a cold sore? Well, let me enlighten you. A cold sore is a strand of the herpes simplex virus. Yes, you heard correctly, it is a strand of herpes. Except it's not herpes, because that's an STD. It's a different strand. They're two different strands from what I know, and one is the SD and the other is that thing, and I'm sure there's more strands and stuff like that, but yeah. I'll come back to that in a bit though, because yeah. And basically what happens is, from what I know, it lies dormant in your kind of nervous system, and when you get a bit stressed, when you get ill or something like that, basically something that weakens your immune system. Yes, by the way, stress weakens your immune system. That is complete truth. That is a fact. Essentially, it comes out to say, hi, I'm going to ruin your week. And yeah, basically you know it's coming because your lip starts to tingle, and then probably, I don't know, a day later your lips start swelling up, and then it starts scabbing over, and that's when it becomes a monstrosity with itchiness and all sorts. I cannot tell you how much hell it is. So, point one, why I hate it. Cold sores are highly contagious. Let that mull over a second. Highly contagious. Meaning, I have to keep my hygiene level at an all-time high. Oh yes. So that basically means that I have to, every time I touch my scab on the lip or my cold sore, I have to wash my hands or something like that, because I could pass it on to someone, because I could shake someone's hand, they could go and wipe their face or something, and then they'd have a cold sore too. Not immediately, obviously, but they'd get the virus and then later get a cold sore, which is awful. No, you don't want that to happen, basically. So this basically rules out kissing, sharing cutlery, sharing drinks. I have to drink out of a straw, people. Even though I quite like drinking out straws anyway, I have to drink out of a straw when I've got a cold sore. That includes like water and everything, even beer. You do not know what drinking beer is like out of a straw. Except I don't really drink beer, I drink cider. But that's something else. It's just the first thing that came to my mind. Alcohol. Either way. Anyway, second thing, people don't always recognise it's a cold sore. Some people say, oh, your lip's bleeding, oh, your nose is bleeding. No, I've got a cold sore, you say. And then they start to take the piss out of it. As if your shitty week couldn't get any shittier. They start saying, oh, you've got herpes, ooh, and you're just like, I want to take your head off with a rusty axe. Just putting that out there. I hate it when people do that, because it just makes your week worse. It's not, you know, you have this horrible thing on your lips, and it's just, nah. So, let me tell you a couple of stories, let's say. There was one time I had a cold sore for 2 weeks, and it wasn't just one cold sore. It was the whole monster cold sore of two at once, and it was two pretty bad ones, actually. My lip was swollen to about 2 to 3 times its normal size. I had the horrible scabbing, it was bleeding. I had 2 at once. I had a girlfriend at the time as well. That was really embarrassing. Luckily, I think she understood completely and was just like, yeah, it's fine. And, you know, but it really ruins your week, or in that case, 2 weeks. Also, my kind of leaving point. I had to suffer with this photo on my passport for 5 years, from the years 2005 to 2010. My passport had run out in 2005, so we had to get a new one because we used to travel quite frequently on holidays and kind of small city breaks. And essentially, it couldn't wait. I had this cold sore, so I had a picture taken with my cold sore. And this cold sore made me look like Hitler. And I'm not even exaggerating. I had short hair as well, so are you ready for this? Look at that. That is a cold sore, people. And it actually genuinely makes me look like Hitler. I am not joking. I had this on my passport for 5 years. And I went to a lot of places in 5 years, I can tell you. So, a whole host of people saw me, who looked like the spawn of Hitler, coming into the country. I'm surprised they even let me into the country. Lucky to say now, obviously that passport's run out and I've had a new passport taken, and I don't have a cold sore, which is awesome. But if you think you have bad luck, just think about that. Or yeah, basically, if you think you've got a bad passport photo, just look at that. Just think of that, okay? That's just horrific. That is almost as bad as my scuba diving license, and yes, I do have a scuba diving license. So yeah, cold sores. They're such a big pain in the ass. Angry Pancake Vlogs out.